Hello everyone, and welcome to the final instalment in my classic career mode here today around Brazil. I just want to thank you all for the support on this series so far. Well, to the end really. It's been a good series. This, I know it was random, but I just want to say for this race, because I've already won the championship, that I am going to be, obviously I'm starting from fifth. I'm going to be pulling over to the right hand side and then being last. So let's go to the grid presentation for the Brazilian Grand Prix and also the final race of my classic career mode. Here we are then on the grid for my final race in my classic career mode, waiting for the 5 green lights to come on now, as we've got 5 lights. Slight out where we go here as we pull off to the right hand side. So not really a great start of myself there, but obviously you know I'm going to do that. So as we now come barreling down to the first corner now, AI, as they like to do on this game, go really slow for some reason on the first lap, and we've already caught up to them. And now we've got a good run on Capelli here, and also the rest of the field actually. So as we're going to go down the inside of Capelli here, possibly Jean Alesi as well, maybe. I don't know, but we get blocked by Schumacher there. Both Schumachers actually, they both go side by side with each other. And Capelli kind of gets in our way a little bit there. But we're now right behind Capelli again here, as we are, well, literally looking right up his bum. I'm sure some of you are going to clip that. But coming around this corner now, as we dive it down the inside of Capelli there, and we're now up into 11th place. Although he's hanging it around the outside there, play to him. But we're now in 11th place, and we've got a good run on Schumacher here. I think that was a good run. If we dive it down the inside here, Ralf Schumacher, and there we go then, up into 10th place by the end of this first lap. So we're cutting on to the beginning of lap 2 now. We've got Jean Alesi and Schumacher going very slow here. They go side by side through the second part of the ZRS as they block each other off here. Block me, and I've tried to get a good run on Jean Alesi here. We've got an amazing run, and we've just about got past him, squeezing him out there, and we've got past him for 9th place. So it's been a good start for myself here. We've got lap 3 now in the same place here. We've got Jody Scheckter and Schumacher fighting away there. And obviously, because the AI for some reason really slowed down on this game, we've managed to get past both of them, and Schumacher was pushed out wide there for some reason. Moving on to the end of lap 3 now, then lap 4. We've got a great run on Gerhard Berger, who's doing quite well for once in this race. Being absolutely blinded by his sparks as he goes defensive all of a sudden, and Villeneuve sets the fast lap of the race. As you can see there in the bottom left, Villeneuve was really far out ahead, so he's doing quite well so far. As we move on to lap 6 now, so a couple laps later, we've now cut up to the back of Coulthard. He's gone really defensive as per usual. He's going to go down the inside here, and there we go. That's the move done for 5th place. Is that? Yeah, 5th. Moving on to lap 10 now. We've this race is going by quite quickly, to be honest, and I'm sure you're liking all of the overtaking. As Irvine sets the new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We're now right behind Prost here, who's the next car ahead of us, and we're now fitting a new set of tyres. I can't remember that time with that. Mansell's just back there, now I work for Prost, so that was really annoying. That I feel like we could have got out ahead of Prost there. But coming out the pit lane now in 8th place, I think this is going to be. Ahead of Capelli, who was also stopped, so not a very eventful race so far. But moving to lap 12 now, she's setting the fast lap of the Grand Prix, 1:39. So getting up to speed here again. It actually took me quite a while to catch up to Prost, which was really strange. But going around the outside of Prost here, can we maybe do it? He's going to squeeze us out quite a bit here. If we go down the outside, I've done it again. I'm always doing that, around the outside, as obviously there we set a new fast lap of Grand Prix. But moving on to lap 14 now, we set a new fast lap again of 1:13.8, so we're going a 10th faster there. Gradually getting up to speed in this Grand Prix, and then moving on to the end of lap 14, the next lap, so lap 15 to 1:13.2, and yeah, we're now cashing it to Mansell ahead of us, who's going quite well in this race as well. I think at this point we do dive bomb on an unorthodox dive bomb. I didn't mean to do that. I knew he was going to brake really early into the first corner, so I just decided why not. But as we now cut on to lap 23 now, and I will say that we were both catching up to Villeneuve and Irvine in Mansell, so it was quite well. It was more of a race of pace, to be honest, than anything else. So but there's the pit stop then. It's going to be 5.4 seconds, so not a bad pit stop there as we come out the pit lane still in third actually. So we've got a massive gap now to Mansell behind us, although he does catch back up here. So yeah. Moving on to lap 25, end of lap 25, lap 26. We set a 1:12.7, so going quite well so far in this Grand Prix. As we're now catching up to Irvine here. So he actually was going really slow for some reason in this stint. I don't know why, but he was going really slow for some reason, and it must have been lean or something, because he was going really slow. As you can see, the straight line speed. I mean, obviously we're restricting, and we're going to get to the outside as they brake early, as they do on this game for some reason. The AI programming on this game is really terrible. It really was. But cutting on to lap 32 now, lap 33, we're right behind our teammate in first place. As you can see, it started to rain as well, so this is a big factor, as he's holding us up massively going through the first corner. And as you can see here, Mansell's right behind him now. So we're going to possibly go for a move on the teammate down here, maybe. He's gone defensive. We're going to go stuck into a slipstream, but he's broken really early. We've gone to the back of him. Mansell's gone to the back of us, and somehow Mansell's got past him. So that happened, and as you can see up front there, lap 34, Mansell has made a move to the lead, and he's now in the lead. So this is now happening. Somehow Mansell is now leading the Grand Prix, but I really don't know how this has happened, because he was quite far behind us at one point. But as Villeneuve again does really defensive, breaks really early, and we just go around the outside of him, and there we go. Cutting on to lap 35 now, we are now right behind Mansell, possibly going to go for a move into this corner. Going to go right behind him, but unfortunately we get onto the curb and brake, and because it's so slippery out there, we lose the car, we lock up, and unfortunately we've lost a lot of time to Mansell there. But coming around the final few corners now, we're just about going to get second, maybe we're going to get first here. We're going to get, well, my god, it's going to be really close here. We might get first. Oh my god, that's so close. So the final race classification, then we finished second. Oh my god, that's such a close finish. I mean, Mansell was on par with our pace, so that's not bad. Villeneuve finished 3.7 seconds behind us, and Irvine, as you can see there, is a long way behind us. I don't know what was wrong with him in that stint. Maybe it was like the temperature, something was dropping and his car didn't like it. But there's the final race classification then for this series. Moving on to the driver standings in a minute, and we will see our lead has extended, well, not extended, but if you see there, it's cut down to 46 points. It doesn't really matter because we won the driver standings in the last race, but we finished on the 409 points. Capelli unfortunately didn't manage to get into double figures, unfortunately, but at least he tried. As you can see there, so the final driver standings then is Mansell, Villeneuve, Coulthard, Irvine, Prost, Schumacher, Scheckter, Alesi, Schumacher, Berger and Capelli. So hope you all enjoyed this series. I just want to thank you all who have supported this series. There's the final constructors, by the way. Our team won that. Just want to thank you all for this, and I will see you all in the next series. Also, there will be a compilation video coming out, so look forward to that next week, sometime next week. But hope you all enjoyed this episode and the series. Please leave a like and comment, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.